Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Hot 97 morning show with R&B's newest sensation, Sevyn Streeter. What's going down?
What up, you broski?
How you living?
Sevyn.
I'm great. How y'all doing? I'm good.
We're
You look
good.
good. You look
Thanks.
good.
You know, I had
Timberland
to
boots.
break out the Timbs because I'm in New York.
You
so
have some fur on your shoulders there.
I did. We established that it was like raccoon.
Okay, you making some money now.
Why? Because I got on raccoon?
I mean, I thought it was,
Is it real raccoon?
No.
No.
I don't know the difference.
I'm like petting her.
But you have this EP out, Call Me Crazy, but
Yes.
explain why we would call you crazy.
See,
But
don't give me that look, Ebro. Don't start.
no, I mean, let's get into it.
Okay. So
Everybody's a little crazy. But go ahead. I want to hear you.
the EP is a 7-song EP. It's basically just talking about the cycle of a relationship.
So you have Come On Over.
I do. Come On Over is just basically talking about the introduction. You know you into somebody, y'all vibe, but you just saying, I won't have to wonder if you just come on over.
So they've already come to your house at this point.
You know, for some people, that may be their story. Or it can be just like the beginning of the relationship where you kind of, maybe you've been on a few dates, maybe you want them to come over, you know. It's the
Okay.
beginning.
So then they've come over to the house, and then it won't
See how you gonna
stop.
put the house in there?
Yeah.
We're going to box.
Now it won't stop.
After you got to know each other a little better,
Okay.
it won't stop is pretty much where you just kind of realize, like, dang, I really rock with this person. It's the only person I want to be around. I think I might be kind of falling in love. Damn, I think I fell in love with this person.
At which point then you have number 3 here, Sex on the Ceiling.
Absolutely.
Okay, explain.
Because for some people, not all women, but some people, once you give somebody your heart and your mind, you know, kind of next comes your body. And, you know, I mean, get popping. It just happens.
But this is anti-gravity sex that I see here. This
This
Yeah.
is next level sex.
Yes, it's next level sex. I mean, sex on the ceiling. Or I just feel like, you know, it's basically just talking about being a little adventurous.
Have you ever had sex on anyone's ceiling, wall?
I've had my version of, yeah.
But so like you were so in the moment, it was so euphoric and it was so
You
like
felt like you was like floating
Okay.
like on the ceiling.
on the ceiling.
Yeah, you ever had that before?
I have.
Yeah. Awesome.
But my big ass was nowhere near a ceiling.
Ugh. All right. Then we have Call Me Crazy.
Call me crazy. Call me crazy is basically just saying a lot of times in relationships after, you know, you do go there with somebody, sometimes guys get a little comfortable or sometimes women get a little comfortable. It kind of goes both ways. And call me crazy is basically just saying, all right, like, don't try me. I done gave you my heart, my body, and I'm not with that sharing shit, so don't try me. Basically.
See, now this is the point in the EP
we
where
go.
I've
It's okay.
ran for my life. Because if we had sex on the ceiling and it was great and wonderful,
It was great and
why
wonderful.
must things always get crazy? I don't understand why.
Because sometimes people get comfortable after they feel like, oh,
I
yeah,
would
I got
like
that.
to get comfortable.
No,
I
no,
like you.
not
I'm into
that
you.
kind of
Can I
comfortable
get?
though, Ebro. Like, all right, like, yeah, I got that. So I can have a little wandering eye a little bit, or I can go and, you know, do me because they ain't going nowhere. That's the type of comfortable that is not acceptable.
She's talking about cheating or sharing or things that are
Right.
inappropriate.
Thank you.
Like sexting or
Why she-
getting crazy on social media.
Why she get it and you don't get it?
Like,
Because
you know what
I
mean?
don't. A little sexting. You know what I'm saying? I need that. I need a little.
Sevyn, he doesn't think that sexting is cheating.
No, it is cheating.
It's cheating.
It's absolutely cheating.
Okay.
But let me. You know, I ain't actually touched anything. There's no sharing
So you don't
of
care
bodily
if your,
fluids.
you don't
There's
care
no.
if your girl is sexting somebody?
I mean,
You
it's a
wouldn't care?
double standard. I keep it 100. She better not
Exactly.
sex
So
nobody.
what are we
Slapping
even
that
talking
phone out
about,
her effing
Ebro?
hand.
No double standards.
No, it's a double standard. You know it's a double standard.
No.
All right. So then BANS, which is an acronym, BANS.
You think of like every bad word you can possibly think of.
Oh, okay. So then that's when it really gets crazy.
Bitches and
No, that's not a bad.
Niggas.
And isn't a bad word.
Asshole.
bitches, assholes, niggas, and snitches. Bitches. It's definitely bitches.
Well, yeah, but just
Okay.
no. Yeah, it's not plural. Just bitch.
Just bitch,
yeah.
ass, nigga,
Shit.
Yes.
shit. Yes. BANS. Now,
That's what band.
bitch ass
That's what
nigga
bands
shit.
is.
And that's just after you went crazy.
No.
Now
Quit
you're
saying
calling
after-
him a
no.
bitch ass nigga.
Quit
See,
saying
this is
after
where
I went crazy. I didn't go crazy. After I had to remind him that I'm not with that sharing shit. After I have to remind him of that.
After the disrespect, bro. After the disrespect.
It gets to a place at bands where you're starting to second guess, man, should I have fallen in love and it won't stop? Should I have given him sex on the ceiling? I kind of told him, don't try me, don't call me crazy. Okay, you didn't try me, so now you want some band stuff.
And then Shattered is track number 6, which means now you're breaking things.
Listen,
my valuables.
No.
See, this is where things
could
get
go
crazy. Because now
it could go shattered
you
heart.
done broke my windows.
Shattered soul.
You done broke
Thank
shit
you.
in my house. See,
Ebro,
this is
no,
where shit
about
gets crazy.
No. Shattered is basically at that point because I feel like you can't. In order for somebody to get you as mad as you got in bands, you have to love them. I just feel like the two kind of just go hand in hand. So in Shattered, it's like, okay, after you done calm down and you're talking it out, you pointing fingers, I'm pointing fingers, can't throw stones in a glass house. Nobody's perfect. So either this is going to work or it's going to shatter. So
Okay.
that's what Shattered is.
And so now you've called him a bitch ass nigga.
Oh my God.
Broke his shit in track number 6,
Ebro.
and then the track number 7, the final song on the EP, is next. So
She's
now
done.
he's canceled after you went crazy.
Listen, no. First of all, I didn't go. How many times you want me to break this down? We can
Listen,
go,
he's always
we
gonna
can
do
go
this
through
to you,
all
Sevyn.
6 songs all
You
over
see
again.
how she's acting? Everybody see you see this. Y'all see this.
Just because
See
he
how turned
cool,
up, how
calm, and
fast she
collected,
gets?
don't mean that he ain't got a little crazy in him. Don't start.
Don't try to spin this around.
I'm just saying it's the truth,
See,
bro.
now for the people tuning in, when women start saying things like the sex was so euphoric it felt like we was on the ceiling, that's when you go, hold on. Sex was good, yes. We were not on a ceiling. That was your imagination. That is code for this bitch might be great.
I
Because
hate
we
you.
wasn't
Though,
on the
listen,
ceiling.
I hate you so
Though when,
was
when
not on
it's
the ceiling.
happening, though, when it's
We might have
happening,
been on the floor.
he was probably, yes, we're on the ceiling. Yes,
Right.
yes, it's the best
but
sex
when
of
it
my
was happening,
life.
he was thinking he was on the ceiling
Absolutely.
too.
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
I
you
wasn't.
were, bro.
I
Stop
wasn't.
your
You were.
lying.
I might have been in a porn movie. That's men. That's how men think. Oh,
But that's
we
your
in a movie.
Okay, well then that's your sex on the ceiling.
No,
I told you
no,
it's all
No,
about.
but see, you see,
No.
you see the outer spaceness. You see the craziness in the idea.
And you envision like a
I don't want to have
full-fledged
sex
porn,
on
though.
the ceiling. I want to have sex on the floor. I want to have sex in the back of my car. I
Exactly.
want to have
That's
sex
your
in the
version
bed.
of sex
I
on
want to
the
have
ceiling.
sex in
It's
the
all
club.
about
I
being
want to have sex
adventurous,
while
Ebro.
driving down the street.
Yeah.
Not on the ceiling.
That's your
people,
sex on the
normal
ceiling.
people don't
See,
do
this
that.
is the thing.
That's not what happens.
That
Yeah, but
sex-
she's not saying
I'm not
literally on the
saying
ceiling.
literally
Doofus.
on the ceiling, bro.
Now, if we go back to the beginning of
can't
the
stand
EP,
it
you
sometimes.
probably let him come to your house too soon, which for fellas, if they say come on
I mean,
over
the thing
too
is,
soon,
some women
hold
do
up.
do that. Some people let them come to the house too soon, and then some don't.
and then when it
happens.
won't stop, when they can't turn it off,
When they fall in love and it won't stop because the love just keeps going. I'm going to translate. You go ahead.
if they think we're on a ceiling,
If you have sex and it's incredible and you're like in this euphoric state and it's so great, go ahead.
and then she goes, I ain't crazy.
And then you get real comfortable because, you feel like, oh, I put that on her real quick so she ain't going nowhere.
Now she want to call you a
you
bitch
think,
ass nigga.
listen, so you think it's okay to be disrespectful, to be loose.
Exactly. There you go.
And that's when you call somebody a
Yeah.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, because they be on some.
So now you've called
Yeah.
me names.
Well,
You
no,
went
no.
crazy.
Actually,
you called me names.
I'm not calling you that. If you listen, it's bitch ass nigga shit. I'm not saying you're a bitch. It's a type of thing that you do.
And then she breaks stuff, and then she cancels you,
No.
and you don't get no more draws.
And then either it works or it falls apart.
Her name is Sevyn Streeter.
You left
the
off
EP
the last
is
song
out.
too, Ebro.
I let what I leave off?
You did. You left off the last song.
Next?
Yeah.
No, I got canceled. You
No.
went crazy. You broke my shit,
No.
and then I got canceled.
No,
Next.
that's not what next is.
Oh.
Yeah. So after it works or it shatters, next I felt like a lot of times in relationships, when something does end, people want to go back to what's comfortable. They want to go back to what's familiar. And a lot of times that's your ex-boyfriend,
The
ex-girlfriend.
devil you know is better than the devil you don't know type of business.
I thought
I've
you meant
never
next
heard
like
that
moving
before.
on.
That's
No.
dope.
Wait, say it again one more time, Laura.
I thought next was like moving on.
I mean,
That's it.
you can move on, but it's almost like, that's why I say it's a cycle of the whole EP is a cycle of a relationship, because you go back to what's familiar, what's comfortable, and it's saying, how come my ex-boyfriend be my next boyfriend? So it kind of like,
See, I don't know about that. I have to
Reset
disagree
sometimes.
because once I'm done with somebody, I'm done with somebody. When
People
when
are.
I listen, my interpretation of this, when I see next, I mean that means next.
that could be your next.
Yeah.
It
My
could
next
be
is
your
move
next.
on.
Your next is move on to the next.
yeah.
So the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. Is that something that you would say you've subscribed to as a woman in relationships?
I've definitely gone through that before. And I mean, it's when you go back, then you realize why you left in the first place. So I absolutely understand
But
what you mean.
that familiarity.
But it's yeah, sometimes you do kind of, I mean, I have definitely felt like, okay, do I really want to go through learning this new person? You know what I mean? When I know what I got over here, I know what I'm dealing with. I've done that before. I'm not going to say it worked out. And I definitely eventually learned how to move past that and past that person. But I've definitely done it a time or two.
Yeah, but to me, with stuff like that, it's like, okay, you already experienced that person.
I know.
You already know that it's not up to par to what you want. It's not what you want.
know.
You know what I mean? So why would you even waste your time?
Because sometimes
Backs were blown.
I hate you.
I mean,
Sorry.
you know, the sex might have been great, but at the end of the day, that's not what you really wanted. So why would you go back?
I think because a lot of times for me and for people, when you love somebody, I mean, it's a love thing. You can't, as much sense as it may not make on paper, your heart don't care about that. So sometimes people go back. I mean, and then they find out, realize why it didn't work in the first place.
So
But
you're
it
all about
happens.
this vicious cycle.
It happens. I just like to be honest about it. It happens.
Seven. I love you dearly.
I love you too.
I've known you for some time.
Yeah.
You're a crazy person. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad
No.
way, but in a
You
are
say
a
I'm
how do I
crazy.
say this? You are not
But
Can I explain? You
Go ahead.
are an emotional adventurer.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I
Right?
can't
You're
be.
not afraid to take emotional risks.
I'm definitely not.
You're not afraid to potentially get hurt. You're like
I'm always like, praying and trying to give second chances. I'm like that. I will be like that. I will give a second chance. I may give a third chance.
When do you decide that enough is enough, though?
I'll eventually come to that on my own. But I'm the type of person, nobody can tell me when I get to that point.
Is that-
I have to come to that conclusion.
a person that kind of like goes through the same cycles of pain, but kind of enjoys the pain? Is that like
I don't
masochist?
like
I
a
don't
masochist or?
I don't enjoy it.
But I think you enjoy the story because you're a songwriter. People may not
I
know
am.
that. So the pain and the cycles that you go through, because I'm assuming these songs on this EP are about you.
A lot of them are. Some
Right?
of them are, yeah.
So where the title is "Call Me Crazy," but
Mhm.
you definitely are recognizing that there is some craziness
Absolutely.
in your emotional adventuring,
I agree. There is.
but it lends itself to great music
Thank you.
True.
and some checks cashed.
Absolutely.
So you're willing to take the risk.
I am. I think for me it's like I am willing to take the risk, and eventually I do learn, and eventually I will stop, but I have to come to that conclusion myself.
Now your team is currently off camera celebrating. Would you like to share with the people?
I think you should.
They're
going
throwing
on?
up the number 1 as we do this interview.
It's my
Sevyn's mom
mommy.
is here. What did she just say?
She said that the EP is #1 on
Oh.
iTunes.
Congratulations.
Thank
The
you,
craziness
man.
is paying off.
No,
The craziness is paying
you
off,
see?
right?
Be crazy.
You
Crazy
know what?
wins.
I don't
People
think
like
it's
crazy.
crazy. I think it's be transparent, because only difference is like y'all know what I go through because I'm sitting here telling you about it. Nobody really knows what, you don't know what the person next to you is going through, but I'm just sitting here telling you about it. You know about mine. I'm just being transparent. So everybody has something that we would all consider to be a little bit crazy. They
Yeah,
just
and
don't.
Sevyn does it
They
for
just don't tell
inspiration
nobody.
Look,
also.
I'm a psychopath. I'm crazy. I poke fun at other people's crazy because it is tough sometimes for people to kind of embrace their crazy. But I think that's part of the
Growing.
therapy, right? And it's
Yeah.
part of growing is knowing, see, once you get to this point, that's when I get crazy. Or when you do this to
'Cause
me, I
will
get
say,
crazy, right?
I've gotten a lot better with like moving past and not continuing the cycle. I mean, maybe my EP will help me. Hell, I don't know, but
Maybe this was
Maybe.
your therapy.
maybe it was my therapy.
But it's also therapy for your listeners too, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they've been quoting me things, and the whole "how come your ex-boyfriend be your next boyfriend?" They literally quote that to me, like, "Oh my God, that's exactly what I've been going through like this whole year." So, I mean, I get it.
It's exciting.
Gotta be
What-
transparent sometimes.
As a new artist, well, see, and I think a lot of people call you that, and I don't think it's fair, but they don't know any better. But we're gonna call you
It's
a new
okay.
artist, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us about how you navigated, because you were in a group.
I was in 2.
Which ones?
I was in a group called TG4 when I was younger, and then I was in a group called Rich Girl when I was a little older.
I remember those. And Rich Girl, was that Rich Harrison,
it was
the
Rich
producer
Harrison's
who
group.
did like the Beyonce records and all of that, right?
Yep, from DC.
And you wrote songs with him?
No, I didn't get to write any songs for Rich Girl, not one.
So when did the songwriting begin?
The songwriting began when we hired Tina Davis, and Tina introduced us to Chris Brown. And we were literally at the studio one day. We were finishing up our session, and I asked Chris if I could come and write with him because they were about to start writing across the hall. And he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna come get you." And I sat in the lobby and I waited.
How long?
Probably like an hour.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought you was gonna say, I waited till Friday in the lobby. And
no, it wasn't that long. I waited like an hour, and then he peeped his little head out. He was like, "Sev, we about to start writing. You coming?" I was like, "Yep." So,
and just like that.
Do you still have a relationship with Chris Brown?
Absolutely.
Y'all talk often?
That's family. I will say this. Anytime I have like anything coming up, like if I'm releasing something or, doing something, performance, I just know that I can expect a phone call or a text message saying I'm proud of you and congratulations. So he's very supportive.
Contrary to what you hear a lot about Chris Brown, he's very supportive and like family.
Absolutely.
And he's one of the executive producers of your album also.
Absolutely. He definitely, he likes to, he can oversee, but he doesn't like to really
micromanage.
He really likes for me to be my own person, and he's always been really, really big on that. That's why, you see him on It Won't Stop, and that's, you see him on It Won't Stop or in the video for it, but for the most part, we're not attached at the hip. You know what I mean?
He doesn't want people to believe like you're his artist, like you're your own person.
Yeah, he he really wants me to be my own person. So yeah.
Are you with the tough times he's going through? Do you get to see him? Do you get to talk? Like
I haven't seen him. Recently because I've been on the road with K. Michelle on the Rebellious Soul Tour, but I hope to see him soon.
How's K. Michelle treating you?
K. Michelle is incredible.
If she get out of line, just let me know.
The funny thing is, people always say that to me, but they don't understand. She is so sweet. Like we have a great friendship.
No, I love her. She's good to me.
Yeah.
She's got a big ass, and I like it. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if there's any problems, tell her not to mess with my little sister.
Aww.
You know what I mean? And call me crazy, but I'm kind of in favor, and I'm going to say this to Chris. Sir, I'm happy where you are. I'm happy you're sitting down for a moment, calming down, reflecting on life. I think it's very good for you. So don't get frustrated with those people in there trying to help you out. I'm just put that out there because I don't get to talk to Chris Brown. I've known him for a long time. Mm-hmm. Don't get frustrated with those people. Sit down for a minute, calm down for a minute, get everything together.
That's very nice of you.
You know what I mean? You got to do that sometimes for family because they don't want to hear that they might just need to calm down a little bit.
No, it's true.
You know what I mean? And it's good. And Sevyn's
out
out here repping the team nice.
Congratulations, #1 on iTunes.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Sevyn Streeter, get the EP, Call Me Crazy, but